finally our final chapter, since I don't want this to be like even long or create more problems than the other videos that I had to split in two. So this is chapter 6, Exploring TNT versus the Village. And is it just real, or is it like something like in the summary? So I don't even remember if I've read this, but I'm going to read it anyways. So first, before I start the chapter, let me put this bookmark back. I'm going to read the summary. So here it goes. One of Minecraft's biggest heroes is about to embark on the quest of a lifetime. Exploring TNT is one of the most exciting characters in the Minecraft universe, and he's about to have his biggest adventure yet. Exploring TNT, Fireball, Purple Shep, and Crystal Sheep are all here in this exciting adventure for the ages. Oh my god, did they accidentally put Crystal Sheep name instead of Pink Sheep? I don't even know how you made that big of a screw up. Seriously, it's Pink Sheep, not Crystal Sheep. Oh yeah, and this is the part where I remember reading the summary by myself and something about the village. So yeah, when some villagers have dire problems, it looks like Exploring TNT is the man for the job. He arrives to save the day by blowing things up. What else? But when his explosion reveals a hidden more spoilers. Okay, let's continue reading the actual and final chapter. So, as I said before, chapter 6, Exploring TNT versus the Village. Crep the Creeper has told him the truth, and in no time Exploring TNT felt the cool night air of the outside blowing down against him. The smell of rocks and mold gave way to that of grass and horses and starlight. Because while many people think starlight doesn't have a smell, it does, and it smells like bubblegum that has been unwrapped and is on its way to your mouth. That's what sunlight smells like. I mean, it's summer right now, as you can tell from my pajamas. So, God, does sunlight really smells like that? I mean, sunlight is usually burning. And just wait, not the camera. Okay, wait, doesn't even matter. And just like that, Exploring TNT was outside again. In the distance, he could hear the moans of zombies and the muddled neighs of zombie horses, and sounds of skeletons walking with what's like crisp breadsticks been broken in half. Nearly torches flooded the ground with light. Stars pinholed the sky, but the sun was already glowing on the horizon. And right there, directly in front of him, with a look of disapproval on his face as though everything was Exploring TNT's fault, was Pink Sheep. Okay, finally I get to do my Pink Sheep impression again, which is really awful. Okay, Wheelie Mouse, where have you been? I fell into a cat. Let me do it. Flip back. I fell into a cave and couldn't find my way out, he says. But then they started talking to blah blah blah. No one cares. Pink Sheep interrupted. We're supposed to be searching for Crystal Sheep, not to worry about whether you got it yourself. I'd eat it by a flock of rabid chickens. Exploring TNT felt bad because Pink Sheep was right. Crystal Sheep was the one who was lost, and it was selfish of him to get himself in trouble when she was the one who needed rescuing. He noticed Fireball wasn't around, which then made him worried for his friend. I'm not actually sure about Fireball and Exploring TNT's relationship, because I feel like Exploring TNT and Fireball are actual human beings. They were actual characters. Well, in real life, because since Pink Sheep and Purple Shep have robotic voices, I can't tell if they're real. Plus they also got introduced in the series. Well, I mean Pink Sheep's first introduction was an inappropriate joke, while Purple Shep's introduction was out of an egg. So yeah. OMG, where's Fireball, Pink Sheep? He has gotten lost too. Has he buried has he been buried under a mountain's worth of sand, caught in a forest fire, gotten wet in the rain? Pink Sheep jumped up and down to get ExplodingTNT's attention. He's fine, Mouse, completely helpful and useful. Unlike you, he's right behind me talking to the villagers. Then Pink Sheep turned his head to the side as he started hard at ExplodingTNT. Gotten wet in the rain. This is what you're afraid of? Yeah, exactly, because like it's water. I mean, like basically, like water can't hurt you. So, well, unless you're like allergic to water, which, like I see people who are I never really actually like, get to see them in real life, just like in the internet. You know, people who are like allergic to like sunlight and water and all those crazy things. Yeah. ExplodingTNT nodded emphatically. Okay, seriously, I need to learn how to pronounce that word. What if Filbo can't swim? Pink Sheep looked like he was going to argue, then shook his head. No, Mouse, Filbo has not drowned in the rain. Thank goodness. I was really scared that for a second. Behind Pink Sheep, he saw Filbo standing in front of a small crowd of villagers. Behind the villagers was a mishapen hill, or a collection of trees all grown together, or several large piles of fallen rocks. Stairways into the ground, like the ones he emerged from, dotted the ground. He walked over to where Filbo was in the midst of a conversation, though mostly that conversation seemed to involve bread, and how like if you like explode or burn bread, explode and burn wheat, it turns into bread. ExplodingTNT thought it was a strange thing to talk about, but who was he to criticize what Filbo found fascinating? No bread at all, Filbo asked. The villagers shook their heads, managing to look both annoyed at the same time and disbelieving of their own answer. We're all priests here, one villager grumbled grumpily. Lots of wild grass around, but none of us know what to do with it. Villagers always grumbled. It wasn't that they were always annoyed, but that it was just the way their voice sounded, as if they had to voice their words through a small pile of gravel that was stuck in their mouths. What's all this about bread? Pink Sheep spoke up from behind them. Filbo lost all of our supplies when you blew up the camp. Great job, Mouse, by the way. He walked off a bit and began to munch on the grass. Wow, munch on the grass. And this is Pink Sheep, who eats like MLG. That just spit it out. The burritos. That's all I remember. Mountain Dew. And he's still chopping on grass like a sheep. I mean, sure, he's a sheep, but he's an LG Pink Sheep. Mustache sheep. I won't starve because I can eat grass. You better not starve either. You promised you'll help find Crystal Sheep, and I'm holding you to it. Well, then why don't you search her yourself? Like, why don't you guys be like a team instead of like always depending on ExplodingTNT to save like your girlfriend? Well, are you like still dating her? I'm not actually sure, man. ExplodingTNT haven't thought about food in forever because he'd been distracted by being lost at meeting crab and being too close to lava, which always freaked him out. Now that's like a normal fear. Even I will be afraid of it. I mean, I like never really like being encountered by lava before, so yeah, that might actually be really scary. Here are some things. Here are some other things ExplodingTNT hasn't thought about in forever, and here's another list. Other things ExplodingTNT hadn't thought about in forever. Okay, so let's see. So number one, why there is no 2-cent coin? Wait, why is there no 2-cent coin? Isn't that like the Susan B. Anthony? I'm guessing. But yeah, that's like a good question. Okay, a new hairstyle. Yeah, because even like compared to like the book and like the plush I have now, like he has no hair and like his eyebrows are brown, so we're suggesting that he has like brown hair, so maybe this could like be like a hit to like the face reveal, which I don't know where that's coming out. I forgot how many subscribers he said, but yeah, maybe he might have brown hair and blue eyes like in the photo. So yeah, maybe that might give us like a certain hint. Anyways, whether griffins which are half bird and half lion, prefer bird food or cat food? Yeah, that's like, okay, that's actually like a great question, like a great theory. Like, I mean, they're half bird and half lion, so wow, so my God, so yeah, and like lions eat birds, so God, prefer bird food. Wait, no. What was I thinking? I guess like I have a totally different theory. Like because lions eat birds, so I mean, would they like be eating like half their own kind? I'm confused now. Like seriously, actually, what do griffins eat? Anyways, how strange is it that grass doesn't go downwards? Yeah, that's actually like a really great questioning theory. Well, I guess because grass is like green as it's always growing, while when it's like yellow, then it goes down. Probably like that. That happens. Okay. If a language speaks its own language. Okay, now that's like really confusing. I'm not actually sure about that. So if English speaks English. Yeah, I still don't get it. How many burritos could he stuff into his mouth at one time? Probably enough where he chokes to death. OMG, you know what? I haven't thought about it in forever, ExplodingTNT asks, and everyone except Pink Sheep who could already tell where this was going, turned to look at him. How many burritos can I stuff in my mouth at once? And now you're asking that question. So how many do you think I can stuff in my mouth at one time? The villagers grumbled in INCOHERENTLY. Fable awkwardly grinned, not wanting to shut down. ExplodingTNT's excitement. Well, without bread, we can't make any burritos. Wait, but burritos are like tortilla chips. Wait, no, not tortilla chips, just tortillas. Like they're not bread, they're tortillas. So, I mean, if you like said wheat or something like that, then that would make more sense than like just saying bread, because tortillas and bread are two different things. It's like saying, what was I thinking? It's like saying that if like foosball, like playing foosball and soccer are like the same thing, like saying, oh, they don't have a foosball table, so we can't play soccer. Like basically just that. Oh, it's what he says at first before the shield. ENORMITY of the fact hit him. Then he said, oh, that's not good. Well, can we get bread from the villagers? You weren't listening to anything we were saying, were you? Fairbold asked him. Well, was it about burritos? ExplodingTNT's stomach grumbled along with the villagers. We're priests, not farmers, the villager who spoke before repeated, and ExplodingTNT could see that how each of them was wearing the same purple robes. I thought they were like more like red violet, red purple, like that color. We can give you a blessing or help you fight off zombies or build a church, but we don't know how to grow or make food. That's so dumb, ExplodingTNT says. Why do you all choose to be priests? The priest sighed. We did it. Villagers are procedurally generated. We have no choice in the matter. Procedurally generated? ExplodingTNT repeated. Random. Oh my god. Like, I barely even understand that word. Fable explained. ExplodingTNT found. Wait, this is a village? There was a flutter of movement from the misshapen hill in front of them all. It was a window, and someone was waving from behind it. It was another villager, another priest, and he looked absolutely miserable as the head villager saw what ExplodingTNT was looking at. Don't mind him, he said sadly. He was procedurally. Let me just say random, like what Fable just said. He was random into the house. Okay, now that just sounds weird. He was randomed into a house with no doors. That's horrible. The head villager shrugged. He used to it. ExplodingTNT barely heard him because he was already walking into the village. It was a strange mishmash of everything. The regular stone block of houses with the wailing edge roofs. Trees were crammed, their trunks stairs led down under the ground where torches lit fields where potatoes or carrots should be growing, but instead there was only dirt. He returned to the group of villagers and Fable who were talking intensely about something, but it didn't sound very fun or important, so ExplodingTNT interrupted. How do you live like this? He asked. My god, I'm getting like more tired and tired throughout this whole book. Like, my god, I really need to like go to sleep because I'm like really tired. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so seriously, I'm getting really tired. Very carefully, the head villager said, "That's no way to live." ExplodingTNT responded. All around him were houses that were as much a part of the landscape as they were people's homes. Stairs so steep that they were nearly walls. Pits in the ground sad chickens had fallen into and couldn't fly free from. Eggs piling beneath them in nests of dead grass and pale wasted flowers. The head villager sighed as the other villagers sighed in echo. When we've thought about rebuilding, but we're priests, not smiths, not miners, not builders, and though we sent people to ask for him for other villages, they never come back. And I actually think that will be like the end of like this reaction, since I'm getting like really, really, really tired right now. Like the time of this is like, actually I need to like stop this. Okay, now I actually get to like see. Okay, so it's like 1:56 a.m. Like, it's really like that late. 1:56 a.m. 1:56 a.m. So yeah, I'm like gonna go to sleep right now. Like, so I stopped at page 40, so gonna like make sure like my bookmark pays there. And I know just like a lazy way to end it, not even finishing the chapter, but I'm like really tired, so bye guys, crew. Yep, so long. Be finishing the rest of the chapter in my next chapter of ExplodingTNT vs. Everything book reaction. So enjoy the rest of your days, and bye bye.